show. We're here with Taraji Henson, and Teresa is back on the show. That was a clip from yesterday's program. And after I did that interview, someone in the audience, a guy named Bobby, who was a teacher, said to me that I had been rude. And I was listening to teachers, and it got me thinking, and it made me really sad that I would have been rude, because I didn't really want to be rude. I hate rudeness. And honestly, all day long, I was worried that I was rude. I was like popping Nexium because I had heartburn, because the idea of being rude so upsets me. I watched the interview last night, and I think I came off as really aggressive, and there was no reason to be really aggressive. And I think part of the problem was it was a 4-minute segment, and I was trying to cram a lot in. And anyway, I just think it came off weirdly and aggressively, and I don't take sides on this show. I want all my guests to feel comfortable and respected, and so I'm glad that Teresa is back. I appreciate you coming back. So I guess what I was trying to say, as a viewer, and after a while I stopped watching the show this year because it did stress me out a lot. And maybe I come from a background where people don't argue and stuff, and there are two sides to every story, and you are being attacked, and you attack back. Was your life like this before the cameras were present?
No, I mean, I haven't spoken to my brother in a year, and I've never gone without speaking with him. And so, this Christmas was the first Christmas that I didn't see my brother. So it's really sad for my family, because we grew up, my brother and I were best friends until he got married. And even after he got married, everything was good. It happened like after, when Melissa got pregnant, after that, like,
do you think you can reconcile? Because you guys, I saw you went to Napa, and things seemed good.
No, everything was good.
And people loved that episode, and I was like, oh, this is nice. There's, because you guys are family.
And I have to say, we used to have always Sunday dinners, when things got ruined, when they came on TV.
Is that right? Do you think
like
they're jealous?
Do you remember the Chris thing? Like when your brother flipped out the Chris thing? That was the first day of filming. And,
do you think they're playing for the camera?
Came on the show behind my back.
Right.
My Melissa and Kathy. So, I was in shock, but I got used to it in third season. So, I was fine with it. Fourth season, we taped. And now watching it a year later and seeing what my family's saying about me, it just, put yourself in my shoes. It just breaks my heart,
Do you think there's a chance for reconciliation?
I love my brother. He's my only brother. We come from a small family. And when he wants to be, be brother and sister again, I'm there for him.
Yeah.
I'll never turn my back on him. And of course, I love my nieces and nephews. We used to say we couldn't wait till we got married because we couldn't wait for our kids to grow up together. And now it's been a year that I haven't spoken to them because of fame. It's like if
do you think they're jealous of your success? Because you become
I don't know. I hear that fame ruins a family, and it has ruined my family. If you wanted to be on the show with me, I wish they would have just asked me, but, and say, Teresa, can you get us on the show with you? We want the opportunities that you're having. And I would have done that. I think if they would have came on the show, and why couldn't everything be happy? And then we could have shown
it. Is there anything you regret in your part of this? Because it takes two sides. Is there anything you regret saying or doing?
No, I never set Melissa up as a stripper. This is my sister-in-law.
A lot of people believe you did.
I never did. I never did.
That guy who showed up, that wasn't...
No, I never spoke to that guy, never seen him, never talked to him. There's no records, nothing. That was the first time I've ever seen him.
I have a question, because I don't really watch reality television, but I want to know, how much of the breakdown of the relationships have to do with the show. Like you said, before you started the show, you guys had a great relationship.
Yeah, well, I know, Melissa was trying to get on the show. I was hearing, she spoke to Danielle behind my back. She was trying to get on the show. So there was this, I don't know, so I felt they didn't think I was inviting them to all the parties, and I was. If you go back and watch, I invited them to my house. Every party I had on the show, they were there.
On Twitter, Hayes Julie says, how would you feel if your daughter stopped talking when they're older? Forget the fame.
I know. Well, that's why I have 4 daughters, and I tell them every day, please, I want you guys to always get along.
But you guys do argue all in front of the kids. That's what I guess upsets me.
Anderson, it's not me. It's my brother has. If you watch, I told my brother a private conversation between the two of us, He didn't have to bring it out to all of America.
We got a response from Jacqueline after the show yesterday. Her rep reached out to us last night and sent this statement. I want you to be able to respond. She said, Teresa's only reply about my son after I reached out to her a week later was, sorry about your son, take care. I don't consider that reaching out. Maybe I'm wrong. My frustrations come from Teresa badmouthing me behind the scenes in our industry and our social circles, and how she uses others close to her to attack her. This whole war is completely unnecessary. The friendship is over. I wish that we agree to disagree and just leave our names out of each other's mouth.
Okay. I didn't want to get into it with you. She had a business partner, someone that she deals with, call me before the People magazine article came out, and to tell me that this was coming out in People magazine. So she wanted me to tell me, because she didn't want me to think that she was a hypocrite, that she's putting it out in a magazine, because they kept coming at me with the magazine thing, remember?
Yeah, no,
I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
Okay, they kept asking me about. So anyway, I knew about Nicholas a year ago. Mm-hmm. She asked me not to talk about it on camera.
I was loyal to her. Not enough.
But you understand, I was loyal to her and never spoke about it, never told the producers about it, never brought it out on TV because I was loyal to her. Nicholas and Adriana, my daughter Adriana, were born 3 months apart. So I knew something was wrong with Nicholas, and she told me, and she didn't want everybody else to know. And I gave her that respect, so I already knew.
Again, on Twitter, a lot of people are saying that you don't take responsibility enough. And that's why I asked you, is there anything you regret? Because, it does take two to argue. There's plenty of people who can attack you, and you can say, you know what? I'm trying to get away.
I said sorry to my brother all third season. He called me garbage. He's the one that lashed out at me at his son's christening. I said sorry. I said sorry to him. I said sorry to Caroline. Right. And I know I didn't do anything wrong. Like, if I didn't, I didn't maliciously need to attack anyone. So Caroline was upset about the cookbook. I said sorry. I said sorry to my brother. He never said sorry for me. He called me garbage. He's never in his life called me garbage. He used to put me on a silver platter, just like I used to put him on a silver platter. He called me garbage on national TV. Anderson, I don't know if you're a brother or sister. That would, that hurt me.
Understandably. There's a blogger in our audience, Jared, who watches this show a lot. What do you think of all this, Jared?
I know you guys have been getting into a lot of Twitter fights, and I think Bravo specifically, with all their shows, needs to invest in software that tests people's blood pressure, and if you're fuming, cut you off. No more Twitter.
I've never Twitter. Have you ever seen me fight on Twitter?
There's Twitter feuds all the time.
But not from me. I never air my dirty laundry on Twitter. It's not my style. I'll tell you right to your face.
But what about the other thing is on the show is people say you sell stories to magazines, and I think your husband on the show said something to that effect. And when you were asked about it on the show, at one point you were like, well, what can I do? They asked me a question.
No, they asked me to be on the cover. When they asked me to be on the cover, it's part of being on TV.
So they're not paying you?
No.
You're not making money?
No, they did pay me for an article when Jacqueline and I were on the cover with our babies. Mm-hmm. And they paid both of us.
So you're not, but you don't have a number of stories that you sell to them.
I don't know where they got that from. And if you ask any magazine, they don't give you contracts for a number of stories. They don't.
The reunion is this weekend. Yeah. It's like a 3-part mega reunion. Are you worried about it? Are you happy with how it came out?
I didn't.
You haven't seen it, but
it taped for 10 hours because.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So just imagine.
That must have been a fun day.
Yeah, it was so fun. Yeah,
so are you worried about how it's going to turn?
I haven't seen it. Of course. I'm, like I said, like what you saw yesterday, and I'm sorry you just saw that one part. There was a lot of things that before that.
Like I said,
before them were coming at me, and believe me, I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself. But it's sad, and 2 of them are my family members.
Well, listen, I'm happy for your success, and you got a lot of great things going on in your life. You got the cookbook, you got sparkling wine, which you gave me some. You got good skincare products and hair care products, which we're gonna put some stuff online about that. But I just wish you well, and I hope your family gets together because your family is the only family you got. You can watch Little Housewives of the Brooklyn reunion. I think part 1 is this Sunday on Bravo at 10 p.m. Eastern.